Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking you to Namsangol Hanok Village here in Seoul, Korea. Namsangol Hanok Village consists of 5 Hanoks, Gugakdang, traditional chatter, traditional garden and Seoul Millenium, time capsule square. It's a place full of pleasure for those who seek the traditional culture of South Korea. Hanok Village in Pildong on the northern foot of Namsan was a famous summer vacation spot during the Joseon dynasty with its ballet and Chungmuro pavilion. It was also called Gugakdang, the place where the gods lived, because of its beautiful scenery. The city of Seoul moved and restored 5 Hanok houses of folklore heritage that were scattered throughout the city, and established Namsangol Hanok Village on April 18, 1998. It is now a traditional culture and art space that allows us to learn more about the lives of their ancestors, South Korean ancestors. This is Namsangol Hanok Village Traditional Garden. NBH restored the damaged topography by growing trees native to Namsan and created a valley. Pond and pavilions were restored so that we can too appreciate what their ancestors used to release during their leisure time. Seoul Museum Time Capsule. To celebrate Seoul's 600th anniversary as the capital of Korea, 600 items representing the city and its residents were buried on November 29, 1994. The time capsule is scheduled to be reopened on November 29, 2394, which is the city's 1000th anniversary. The most outstanding design among submissions from Seoul citizens was selected via a competition. The square meteorite-shaped crater symbolizes perpetuity The outer circumference of the square is 42 meters, while the inner circumference is 27 meters. It is made of granite. The square has 12 lights representing the signs of the zodiac and an entrance chamber each other. So here, Namsangol Hanok Village consists of 5 Hanoks. Hanoks means houses. Gugakdang or traditional theater, traditional garden, and Seoul Museum Time Capsule Square. It is a place full of pleasure for those who seek the Korean traditional culture. Namsangol Hanok Village presents a new value to tradition and suggests a contemporary living culture. So the 5 houses consist of the carpenter Yi Seung-uk's house in Samgakdong. Another Hanok is the General Kim Cheon-young's house in Samcheongdong. The third is Min family's house in Gwanghondong. The fourth Hanok is Yoon Taek-yong's Jaesil in Jegi-dong. And the fifth Hanok is in Yoon family's house in Ogindong. The Panon Pavilion were restored so that people can appreciate their ancestors during their leisure time. Chonugak Pavilion, Chonghakji Pon. This was a summer vacation spot during the Joseon dynasty. Now it is a pavilion where many people can gather. One of the 5 Hanoks is this one. This house was built by master carpenter Yi Seung-yuk in the 1860s. He participated in the construction of Gyeongbokgung Palace from 1865 to 1868. This house clearly shows Seoul residential culture and construction techniques in late Joseon dynasty. The second Hanok is the General Kim Cheon-young's house in Samcheongdong. This one is built in 1890s. This house belonged to Kim Cheon-young, who served as the general of the 5 commands during late Joseon.
Super hot today.
Though it has the general style of a commoner's house, the firewall facing the street gives an elegant construction to the house. Also, we can see how Hanok adapted to urban, populated surroundings through the main gate, which is curved instead of being straight, and the efficient way of arranging each unit of the building. The third Hanok is the Min family's house in Gwanhundong. This building, which is presumed to be built in the 1870s, is a part of the Millenium Hui mansion. While relocating and remodeling the remaining inner quarters, or Ankei, there's a group of tourists there and somebody's guided tour. This is nice. Some giant jars. The fourth Hanok is the Yun Taekyong Jaesil in Jegidong. This house was established by Haipong Bowongun Yun Taekyong in 1907 when his daughter, Empress Sonjong-yu, became the wife of Emperor Seonjung, 1874 to 1926. The main purpose of this building was to provide a comfortable space for Emperor Seonjung during his stay for ancestral rites. The house has form of beautiful, isn't it? This is their windows when it's closed. I can see some coins inside. So that's where they store their water and get the water from this well here. This is another one. They store the water as well. This could be a storage of foods long time ago or kitchen or something. They hang their things up here. Yeah, that's sort of a storage area during the olden days in Hanok Village. So during the olden days, that's one part of sports in the village, I think. But they have to shoot the stick onto that. There's some 3 holes there, and you can just throw it in. That's fun. This is just like the center of the village, and people gather up here and do a bit of fun sports here. Lovely. So this is the ritual house. So ritual house was built by Yun Taekyong, the father-in-law of Emperor Seonjung, for the preparation of the ancestral rituals of Hapyeong Yun clan. It is presumed to have been built circa 1907 when Yun's eldest daughter married Emperor Seonjung and moved into Chungmuro Palace. It was moved to Namsangol Hanok Village in 1998 from 224 Jegidong, Dongdaemun-gu, to ensure its preservation. The ritual house is an intricate layout resembling the auspicious character one. It consists of an interconnected women's quarters, evenly divided between the sexes, with the women's quarters on the left and the men's quarters on the right. Some noteworthy features of this house include its elaborate woodwork and intricate wall and window decoration. So let's go inside it. Okay. So this must be the men's and women's quarters, the division in the middle. Oh, this is another, must be like a furnace, isn't it? Oh yes, it is. These are the woods that you use to heat the house. It must be their heater during the olden days. You put the wood inside. So the servants do all the work to heat it up, to heat up the house. Inside is concrete here. Put the wood inside that hole, and then the heat will go into the house to heat the house. There's another room storage for woods and for water jars. Like that, they put the background music while the tourists are roaming around the village. There's another storage there. There's another well, I think, this one. The water, they store the water. These are some old machineries, some old stuff that they use for probably farming, gardening, and weaving materials. They do their rituals here. Let's try that game. Let's try that game, Daddy. So in the middle, these are some of the entertainments for the villagers. It's just this pieces of stick that you can throw from afar, and then you have to put it inside this hole. Try it. Try to throw that into that hole, and Daddy will try one. Okay, try. First try. Woo! Not doing very well. Last one. Ah. I'll try it. Try again. Listen to this very loud cricket noises here. Very loud, isn't it? Oh, deafening. Thank you for joining us in our walk here in Namsangol Hanok Village. It's very interesting village. It's just 3 minutes. It was just 5 minutes away from where we stayed in Chungmuro. It's near the Chungmuro station in Seoul.